What's up YouTube? So today is a special day because I'm riding my dream motorcycle, the Bmw S1000rr. So this is not the latest model, it is a 2012 model, but man, look at that. Always it's a dream to ride this motorcycle, and especially this version, the asymmetric headlight version. These are my favorites. So obviously it's not a review or something, so it's my first ride experience. I haven't touched this bike, I've just kept it like that. I've asked my friend to keep it there. I just want to record my genuine adrenaline rush in the camera. Man, it's a beauty. It's almost 8 years and this motorcycle still looks brand new, and this has a full system acro pouch now. Not much of mods. There is no ECU mod. It has an aftermarket windscreen and frame sliders. Rest everything is stock, and it sounds really nice. You can hear that when I turn the engine. Alright, so let's go for the ride. Man, this feels like a race bike. It is a race bike. The kind of riding posture is like, oh man, it's so committed. It's not that tall motorcycle. I have planted foot, but the thing is like the lean angle is like, yes, of course it feels like a race bike. I can see that my tummy and my chest portion is almost touching the fuel tank. So when we turn the key on, that's what I like, man. The partly analog digital cluster. I really don't hate the new electronic way of representing all these stuffs, but I really love these kind of dials, especially the Yamahas. Okay, but everyone is moving to all digital console, but at least there are few people who love this kind of mixed console, and this one is my favorite. These clip-ons are like very set for that racing thing. So there are 4 riding modes in this. So rain, sport, race and slick. Let me put on to the sport and start this. Damn. I was checking whether the camera is on or not because I'm super excited. Okay, let's do that once again. So it's in sport mode now. Crazy, man, crazy. I didn't even have put it onto the race mode. In the sport mode itself, it feels like a beast. And the rider's triangle is like amazing, absolutely amazing. I have to say that it is committed, no doubt in it, but I feel that it's comfortable in a way. I don't know how to express that, but it's comfortable. The foot pegs are not that set for a race bike. The motorcycle just feels like a 600cc. Oh man. Let me put on to the race mode. Okay, it's in race mode now. Holy moly. This thing has got a lot of power. Of course, it's a liter class and it's tagged to be one of the most sophisticated liter class ever built. I mean, I really don't want to start a fight in the comment section commenting whether this is the best or the V4 is the best or the H2, but I mean, all these things are like so beautiful motorcycle, but this one is the start for it. I have to say that it's a scary power. It pulls you like a rocket, man. I mean, boom! And it has the quick shifter. So back in 2012, I think very few motorcycles had quick shifter. Amazing brakes, man. I'm so impressed. Where's the stand? Okay. Oh, massive power, man. Massive power. I'm unable to express what I experienced. It's like it's super powerful. I think I should have got used to the sport mode a little bit than taking it to the race. And there is one more mode called slick mode. I don't want to put that because it automatically cuts off the ABS and the traction control. Look at the beauty, man. I mean, I'm totally impressed by the way this motorcycle is handling, because immediately I feel like the motorcycle is dipping to the corner well. It feels home quickly, but soon after you rev it hard, you feel like it's not your home. I told you that this is my favorite version of the S1000rr, especially the asymmetric headlights. And you know something, I'm a person with a lot of OCD. I cannot buy a motorcycle without perfect symmetry. But back in those days, in that 2010, 2011 and all, this motorcycle made me comfortable with that OCD. I'm not at all uncomfortable with this kind of headlight. You guys know the reason why this headlight is like that? Because this headlight is 500 grams heavy than this one. This was not giving proper illumination, that's why they gave it. Probably they could have given the heavy headlights in both sides, but yeah, they want to reduce that minute 500 grams. That's why BMW has made this kind of an asymmetric headlight back then. And you might feel like it's all small thing, but there are a lot of small piece of engineering on this motorcycle which has made this motorcycle a beast. If you see this, that's not the one asymmetric thing that you see on this motorcycle. The fins that you see on this side and the panel on this side is different. The reason is because when you're on high speeds, these fins in fact create a kind of vacuum just inside, so that the normal air pushes inside, and this part doesn't have that kind of a thing. So this is kind of an exit way for the hot air. So in a way you're cooling the engine. So even though it is asymmetric, it is not just they made it asymmetric, everything is on purpose. That's what I told. Minor details on this motorcycle has made this motorcycle a beast. Let's ride. And yeah, it's obviously compact. So just to give you a history of the BMW S1000rr, this motorcycle debuted in 2009 on racetrack, and it came into the production in 2010. So this one is a 2011 version and registered in 2012. So this is the first generation of the S1000rr, and the second generation is from I think 2012, 13 and 14, and from 15 onwards is the third generation with the longer exhaust. So the first generation and the second generation didn't have much of a difference, but the third generation had a lot of differences. And of course the fourth generation is the one that you see from 2019 onwards, which has the symmetric headlights. In the beginning I have to say that I didn't like the design, but I started liking it for the way it looks now. To be honest, I haven't ridden that motorcycle. I have no reason to hate that motorcycle, but man, this thing handles so well, and it's running on Rosso 3, so that's one reason, and the two brand new tires giving a lot of confidence. Why I told that it feels home pretty quick, because the rider's triangle is like very close. You feel like your hands, your legs, your butt, everything is on one circle itself, one small circle, and you can feel that. And inside that the motorcycle sits in, and in another way I can say that you are sitting inside this motorcycle, so you get that feel. That's why I told that it feels home pretty quickly, and you will get to know that it's not your home soon after you cross the 10k RPM. By the way, this red line said 14k RPM. I guess I redlined in the second gear. The brakes are like absolutely amazing. It comes with Brembo monoblocks. What better you can ask for? And I heard that this has a kind of a combi braking system, that when you apply the front brakes, the rear brake also will get engaged to some extent. So I told that this is running on the race mode. Obviously 4 modes: rain, sport, race and slick. So rain is like almost 50% to 60% of the power. The sport is almost 75% of the power, and race is full power with ABS and the traction control. And with the slick you don't have the ABS and the traction control. And this motorcycle is around 190 to 95 bhp, and with the full system Acra that you see, this is above 200 bhp now. Oh man, it feels like a MotoGP vehicle. So this has only the quick shifter, so that helps you to shift without using the clutch, only for the upshift, not for the downshift. And back in those days, all these electronics like the quick shifter, the traction control and the ABS was introduced by the BMW. And I know that if you are not from India and if you are from any of the European countries, you might get irritated with the term BMW. I know that it's BMW, but most of us call as BMW. I know that it's Bavarian Motor Works. I cannot spell what it is there in German. Your BMW, our BMW. But no problem, man. It's all the same enjoyment that we have on the motorcycle. That's what it is. I have to say that I have ridden the R1, I have ridden the Panigale V4 and the 5-blade, and this motorcycle feels so comfortable. I have a weird feeling that I can take this for touring. But don't take me wrong, I'm just a sports motorcycle tourer, okay? I'm a sports tourer. I always look for a touring capability on any motorcycle that I ride. But this feels so comfortable. The seats are like so comfortable. I personally own a CBR 650R, and this riding stance is a bit sporty than the 650R. In the sense, I can say that given a chance, I'll be touring on this motorcycle. And finally, you can ask this question that, Strell, will you buy this motorcycle in the future? Because you already told that it's your dream motorcycle. Man, I can say one thing, that I really don't want to buy all the motorcycles that I dream of. What I have to say that, yes, this is my dream motorcycle. Let it be there always. It's a dream always there for me to chase. But given a chance, I'll go for the BMW S1000rr. Maybe in the future, I don't know. But that's one thing which I see when I always think of an adventure tourer. I see that my sports motorcycle is not going everywhere. Then I think that, okay, I have to settle something like an S1000rr with the same engine, and you get a better ergonomics for touring and for some amount of off-roading. Open road. That gives a lot of kick, man. You don't need caffeine when you're riding this motorcycle. This will boost you up. Yeah, so I was talking about the BMW S1000rr. Yeah, given a chance that I will go for a BMW S1000rr in the long future. I don't say near future, in the long future. And you can ask this question that whether it's a new motorcycle. Obviously not. My friend Farhan bought this motorcycle as a second owner. That's the best part. It's a 2012 registered bike. Almost 8 years the owner has kept the motorcycle for himself, and it almost looks like brand new motorcycle. And you are not missing anything. He has upgraded from an R1. As per our last conversation, he was almost tempting to buy a Panigale V4 or an RS V4. But when he told that he is buying an S1000rr, I wasn't surprised why he went for an RR from an R1. Because yes, when you ride an R1, the cross-plane engine, I really don't want to bitch flat-plane engines. I personally own a flat-plane inline 4. But yes, you won't get that kind of a the bottom end torque and the kick when you rev the normal inline 4. That's why generally people upgrade to a RS V4 or a Panigale V4 from an R1. But went from an R1 to an S1000rr, and it's like an amazing deal. Like a single owner picking up a bike like this. If you ask me, the best price for this kind of a motorcycle is something from 11 lakh to 15 lakh depending on the accessories that you see on the motorcycle. So this was stock. He has bought this windscreen and the full system Acura, so nothing apart. And I think soon this motorcycle is getting a power commander, and ownership part of this motorcycle is like, so it's a BM, so when you take it to the service center once in 10,000 kilometers, you have to expect a bill. This thing is only one annoying thing that I found on this motorcycle. You don't have that small piece of metal where you can put the stand comfortably. Oh man, look at the beauty. First ride on this 1000rr, and I'm like super excited, super scared because it's not my motorcycle. It takes a lot of time to get used to the motorcycle. I think I just redlined for the third gear, that's all. After that, like, scared to take it up. Totally, I have feel that you can ride on this motorcycle comfortably on a daily basis also. I'm not telling that you can take this kind of a super sport vehicle as a city commuter, but it's not taking too much stamina, man. I remember I was riding a V4 and it took me a lot of stamina to hold on to the motorcycle, even when I was not revving too hard. The 5-blade was comfortable, I remember that, but this is more comfortable. That's my personal feel. Man, the design is that shark design all over, everywhere on this motorcycle. Whew. Long time dream, man. Oh, that's tremors, man. So I hope you guys like this video. Don't take this as a review and all. It's just a small video from my side, riding my first ride experience on my dream motorcycle, this 1000rr. I have an opportunity to ride the 2019 version also. Once this lockdown and all this thing is over, then I'll be able to go to Kerala and take the ride on the motorcycle. So as always, show some love in the form of likes and comments. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.